Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 5 job search secrets from a recruiter and a career coach. You are searching for jobs. You have common sense and you know exactly what to do. We're all having these career places that we can search for, such as Indeed.com, and we just search for jobs endlessly. Assuming you did find a job, you submit your resume, they call you for an interview, and then you don't get a job. So let's go over about what exactly makes you not get the job. Job search, you probably know how to do it, and kudo for you. And if you don't know how to do it, I have an ebook that is explaining exactly how you job search, perhaps on Twitter other than just Indeed.com, and also LinkedIn. And no matter where you search for a job, you will need to know also how to ace the interview. So if you want to download the ebook is in the description below. You can click on the link and download it. When you do get a call for an interview, a recruiter or a manager, hiring manager, is looking at your communication style. It is very important what you say, and you don't say things that you don't need to say. For example, they might ask you a question such as, why are you interested in this position? What has been your biggest milestone in your project? Or can you tell me a time when you resolved a conflict at your work? And tell me about yourself. These questions you have to know how to answer. Majority will ask you the same question. Majority of the jobs, no matter what job you have, they might ask you this question. There is a STAR method that I elaborated on this video explaining what it is. STAR is talk about situation, talk about a task that you done, describe your responsibilities and action that you took, explain the steps that you took, what actions you did, and the results. Share the results, the outcome that came out of it. Let me know in the comments if you heard about the STAR method, or is it something new and you are just hearing it the first time. Now, the next thing that you know that the communication style is great and the job search style is good. You know how to do that because you're getting interviews. And the next thing you want to do also is gain referrals as much as you can. Go to your old friends, old colleagues, old employers if you had a very good vibe, a very good relationship with them. So ask for referrals. I had friends who had asked me for referral letters. Doesn't have to be exactly a phone call. A referral letter, that is majority that will ask you to provide. So referrals, as many referrals as you have, that will be amazing. So I'll give you a story about my sister. It's a real story. So my sister never knew how to get a job. So for her, with my guidance, I explained to her how to redo her resume, how to search for a job, and then she got a job through a place that I worked at in a school, and I referred her asking if they are hiring, and they said yes, they do. And when I told them my sister is looking for a job, they immediately hired her. No experience, no referrals, like I was the only referral for her at this time. Then summer came along, the school obviously is closed for the summer, so she needed another job. So I referred her to an agency that I worked for, and they hired her without interview, without anything. She just needed somebody to place an open position right away, and she was available. So having a referral, this is something like you can get a job very fast without even going through interviews, and you just need to go through background check, of course. If you know what I mean, like looking for a job takes long time. I had clients who have actually were looking for a job, and they would call me asking for help as a career coach, asking like what is it that they're doing wrong, because it's been a whole year wasted. Sometimes it's not even a year, it's even longer than that, like 18 months. 16 months and still no results, because they do get an interview but not getting the job. You know, without referrals, it is so hard. So if you have on your contacts, you still have these old colleagues, old friends, old students that you had a classmates together, like you were together learning in school, call them up, get in touch with them, you know, build relationships again, rejuvenate the relationship in order for them to refer you. Obviously they're working, you know, they're not kind of like you looking for a job. So with referrals, you can get a job pretty easily. Like this video, if you were referred by someone, let me know in the comments how was it and who referred you and how soon you got a job. When I advise to search for a job, you need to make sure you have your resume log in place. The resume log will tell you exactly where you applied, what time you applied, what date, and who is the employer and what is the status. Did they call you for an interview or not? Do you need to follow up? So all of this is very important. It's in place, because what happens is when it is the season where you have a lot of companies start calling you up for an interview, I like to book about maybe 3 to 4 interviews a day, so that day when I prefer to be more productive, to get much faster results, and whoever is going to offer a job to have multiple offers is even better, because you know you're doing something right. So make sure you time yourself properly. You don't book your interviews a week after or twice a week. Make sure you have multiple interviews a day, and so that you don't feel so much bad when you are rejected. Now, one thing I want to share with you is that hiring managers or recruiters, they want to know what mistake you did and how did you handle that mistake, or what did you do when things didn't go your way, the way you planned. So make sure you jot down some answers and let me know in the comments what your answer would be. And I want you also to know that as much as you get to be interviewed, you're supposed to interview the company also. So it's like two-way street. It's not like one way and that's it. They interview you, you interview them back. And there's so much you can interview about them. There's so much you can really ask. And I have here a bunch of questions you can ask. I have also a download, 200 questions. You can just pick and choose whatever questions you want. It's also in the description. You can download it and take it with you and ask them. Show them that you're not intimidated. Show them that you have also some questions, some concerns, and you also feel like you want to pick and choose which company you want to work for, not just them, which person is going to work for that. Subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified for more content like this. Share this video with your friends who are looking for a job just like you. Thanks for watching this video. I would love to invite you to be part of my community, where you are a member as a candidate chat room. Upon joining, you will receive tons of information. You will receive templates, ebooks, products, tips, advice, strategies, and weekly emails where you can actually ace your interview, build your career from ground up, and get promoted as needed. You can also ask any questions that you want, and I will be able to answer to my members first and then to my YouTube community. The link to join is in the description. I'm going to see you in the candidate chat room forum.